Hello and welcome to Media Buy for Google TV, brought to you by PPC Hero. My name is Eric Couch, and I'm here to give you some information about what Google TV is, or was, or soon will not be in this case, and also present some information about media plans and what they contain. It's specific to this platform and television in general, but you never know when your client might have this kind of request in store for you. So what is Google TV Ads? It's a television advertising extension located within the AdWords interface. It makes use of set-top box impression and demographics data to give you a PPC-style approach to television buys with more measurability and accountability. It's also frequently confused with the other Google TV, so their marketing department kind of screwed the pooch on that one. This is just the set-top box that Google has put out on the market for smart TV services like DVR, web browsing, and that kind of thing. It has nothing at all to do with Google TV ads. They just use the same name, and it's confused literally everyone. I suppose that's one more reason why they're sunsetting the Google TV ads program on December 31st, 2012. So if you're viewing this after that point, welcome to this now historical retrospective on Google TV. So how does it work? Google has partnered with several TV services, including DirecTV, Dish, Verizon Fios, and other smaller regional vendors to advertise to over 42 million households in the US. These partners provide inventory and allow advertisers to vie for these spots via an auction system akin to search and display auctions. Advertisers can go after these spots on a target or specific program basis depending on their aims and demographics. And then Google TV uses a sample size of these audiences to provide you with the impression data, CPM statistics, demographics, rating points, call attribution modeling with a Google-provided number, and audience engagement statistics. The other super cool thing you can do with this system is track user visits to your website. Now this requires the account to be integrated with Google Analytics. It takes a 6-week baseline of your overall visits to the site and then measures any statistically significant deviations from that pattern and attributes it to TV via an algorithm based mainly on direct and organic traffic. It can attribute visits at a programming level based on a 15-minute window after the spot airs. Now, budgets and bids, you're charged on a cost per thousand impressions basis, so CPM bidding, and your main form of control is through the use of those bids. This can be done on a household basis, targeting overall impressions, or on a demographic basis, paying only for impressions that are in your targeted demo. In addition, you only pay for impressions that watch your ad for more than 5 seconds, which is another helpful cost control. You set a daily budget similar to AdWords, but once you bid on a program and want a spot, you're unable to change that budget until the next day. So you've got to think ahead for this system as it requires some flexibility and patience in timing. Auctions are held on a daily basis at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The spots being bid on are dependent on the network, so you'll be bidding on some for today on certain networks and others for 2 days from now. The interface provides continuous estimates for how many spots you'll win each day and the expected impressions and cost, with some helpful cues as to reasons why you might not be clearing bids as much as you'd like. Spot lengths can vary from 15, 30, and 60 seconds. CPM bids for the longer lengths will, in general, be twice or 4 times higher than the 15-second bid price. Ads can also be in standard definition and high definition. SD creatives can be uploaded through the interface after meeting certain technical requirements, but HD ads have to be physically sent to Google on a tape. I know, right? So optimizing these campaigns, it's very similar to optimizing a very large display campaign. So number one, you have to know your goals. Is this going to be a direct response campaign or a branding exercise? Are you going to be focusing on visits and sales or more focused on impressions and CPM costs? It also helps to know your audience. Who's buying your product? Who do you want to reach with your advertising buy? It's very helpful to know who actually buys your stuff in the US. On a practical level, the interface is very familiar to anyone who's worked with AdWords in the past. You can customize columns, generate reports, view upcoming and past airings, get performance estimates, and all other kinds of cool stuff. Now, when it comes to making a media plan for Google TV, or really any other kind of media, this is the pitch of the how, what, where, when, and why of your media buy. It contains overall campaign objectives, strategy, recommendations, execution, other notes, and an overall summary including cost and performance estimates. So there are a few key components to a media plan. The first is the objectives. It's an overall summary of the intended goals and objectives for this media buy. An example would be goal like increase brand awareness or reach your target demographic during the period of highest buying decision. Might be a good example to use. The next is a strategy, which is a top-level view of your buying strategy, including details of your budget and target audience. So we have a monthly budget of $100,000 to be spent on media buys in Google TV. It's going to be divided between campaigns X and Y at a budget of $1,200 per day each, followed by something detailing we'll be targeting the 18 to 34 demographic for Z reasons. The third part is a media recommendation, which is your recommended buying plan, specific networks, placements, programs, and your rationale behind the programming choices. It also contains your tactics and strategy behind campaign composition, campaign specifics, including day parting, when you're going to be airing, your daily and monthly budgets, perhaps your CPM bids, other kinds of information that's going to be pertinent to the campaign composition. And then the other three parts, the next is the execution, which is a timeline detailing special dates and events. It outlines campaign flight dates, any new creatives being cycled in, holidays, and any other dates of meaning to your advertising campaign. The next is a general notes section, acting as a catch-all for any initiatives, tests, and procedures you'll be performing throughout the media buy. And finally is a summary, a top-level view of all the data presented in the media plan. It's very brief, containing general budget numbers, performance expectations, dates, spot lengths, target demographics, and any other pertinent statistics that you might need to include. So how did I find all of this? So if your client asks you to make a media plan, or any other kind of plan really on short notice, you can do what I did. I Googled it. And that's pretty much the gist of how you can create a media plan for buying on Google TV. As I said, they are going to be sunsetting the program on December 31st of 2012. So after that point, we're going back to a traditional model of television buys with no more Google in the space. But I hope you found some of this information useful as you go forward in creating some of your own media plans that your clients might ask of you. Thanks for listening.